Hello. Good afternoon, everyone out there in diamond painting world. Not sure if anybody's going to show up. I'm just here today to finish up a little diamond painting. I'm going to turn my lamp off. My diamond painting is almost complete, and I really only have this section left to do, and I'm going to be finishing that up, and I am going to be sealing this diamond painting. So I'm going to turn that back on so I can see. And of course, somebody's calling me the minute I go live, which I almost never do. So that's okay. If you're here, or if you come on in, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. But I'm more or less just finishing this project up for myself and just want to crank this out before I get going on any new projects. My next project is not a diamond painting related project. It's more of a personal project. I'm going to be doing some interior painting. Nothing creative or artistic. Just some chores around the house kind of painting, You know the kind. So, yeah. But this has been a really fun diamond painting. I've really enjoyed it. Um, I wasn't particularly expecting to. Hey there. Good afternoon. Ohana, thanks for coming in. It's great to have you. I got this diamond painting at Hobby Lobby, and I I went there for a friend of mine who wanted me to check out some of the diamond paintings in my area, and I really didn't think that there would be many because when you go to Hobby Lobby, they have diamond paintings in multiple sections, and the section that I went to had like a few little things, but it was one of those middle sections just randomly perched in an aisle, and they had racks and racks of these things. So I got this one because I like birds. I have my bird feeders, and I like colorful diamond paintings that are this size. I think this is probably about 13 by, oh, I don't know. I generally go for the 30 by 40 diamond painting size, which I think are in centimeters or something. I don't know. I'm not good with metric. um, so I ended up getting like 5 for myself of all different subject matters. And I kind of picked them out. Thank you so much. Thank you. I kind of picked out ones that would take me through it because I'm not a fast diamond painter by any means, but um, I thought this one was nice for spring. And they had different, they had bunnies for like Easter and different things, but it didn't particularly resonate with me. So I got this one for spring. I got a beach scene, which is sort of like a sunset. Um, I love sunsets or sunrises, really. Um, and I thought that one would be good for summer. I also got a lighthouse, which it was either a sunrise or sunset. They're kind of hard to differentiate. I guess it's whatever you want it to be. And then I also got, I don't know, it was like a tree. It was sort of a dark image. I thought that would be really nice for fall, maybe kind of Halloween-ish. And this one. Now I was just watching my friend. Her channel is Lazy Retired Granny, and she's at Hobby Lobby. She might still even be there. She just had this the whole canvas was a bird. So I thought that one was really, really nice. So I might end up heading to Hobby Lobby one of these days and checking out the latest diamond paintings. Not that I need anymore. I have ones from Miss Southern Belle who sent me some. I do tend to like these ones that are already mounted on the canvas. I don't know. They're just nice to do. Not like I display them or anything, but I have done several on. They were like on these gold frames, and I started with doing some of those, and I really liked them. But I could see how that could become a little bit of a problem because I don't really do anything with these once they're done. It's like, where am I going to store those things that are on canvas? Well, the ones that are on regular canvases, they could be easily stowed away. The other thing I do, I'll show you one of these, which you've all seen, but so these are the regular ones, and you know, um, they're just on a piece of fabric or whatever. But I put these magnetic pieces, and they sort of make it almost like into a tapestry. But you can sort of roll that up then and stow it away. So I don't know. It just feels like not doing anything with it, at least buying one of those and putting it on it, seems like I just spent all this time doing this diamond painting. So I need to do something. I like to hang them up at least for a while and sort of admire my work. I know this light is probably not the best. It's not even the best for me to see. Maybe I'll just turn that off. Seeing the diamond painting is like half the battle, I'll tell you. Now that I'm in my 40s, these little tiny numbers are harder and harder to see. Maybe some of you can relate out there. I have special diamond painting glasses now, which are really the readers, but they just kind of magnify this a little bit and make it easier to see. So sometimes you need the light, sometimes you don't, depending upon the glare and the time of day. I normally don't diamond paint during the middle of the day, but I kind of wanted to finish this up before I took a bit of a break from diamond painting to do some of my round the house projects. And I don't have that much left to go, so I figured let's just crank this thing out, seal it up, and I'll show you how you do that. And then that'll be done. We'll put a period and move on. So I have been doing way more diamond painting than I ever have before. I never had time. So I think in the last 3 months, I have done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the 6th. And they're all generally about this size. But I don't know what the math is on this, of how many diamonds are on one of these, but it's thousands. And I'm a single diamond paint placer. So they have, for those of you who are not diamond painters, they have those multi-placing tools where you can place multiples at a time, but I never quite understood those because you'd have to have a stretch where it was all the same color and in a relatively straight path. And that just doesn't happen all that much. So And frankly, when you do that, you have to straighten them after the fact anyways, because you're not going to probably get them placed just right. So you're touching each diamond anyways, and what have you saved? So, that's how I look at it anyway. Yeah. So my bird feeder has not been as active, but it's very early on in the season. We're only April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day to all you fools out there. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a fool. No. And of course I missed a 1, so let's dump one out. So I had quite a debacle with my bird feeder last year. Let's talk about it, shall we? So I have 2 bird feeders. Both of them actually came from my friend Life with Ron. And he sent me the first one, which I really loved. And it's it's more like a stand that kind of just goes into the lawn, and then you can hang a couple of feeders off of it. So I had that one for a couple of years. And then I got one that he sent me, another one that's a digital one, or it has a camera on it. So, sorry, somebody's like texting me here. Let me just see what they want. So it has a camera on it. So it's motion activated. So when you get birds that come to your feeder, it's connected to your Wi-Fi. It has to be relatively close to the house so that that feed is transmitted. But you can watch the video on your phone. And I sometimes make shorts out of those videos, stuff like that. So everything was great until it wasn't. Apparently, there was a skunk. Now, you're always going to have problems with certain critters like squirrels, and they like to get in there and have a feast. But I think this skunk had been sort of going between the yards, of myself and my neighbors and stuff like that. Because every once in a while, you'd kind of catch this little bit of a pungent odor. And all the houses, this is Chicago, all the houses are very close together and stuff like that. But I never saw it, and I wasn't real worried about it. But then one day, I came out of the house to go to work, and the skunk was there by one of the bird feeders, and he, looked right at me and was completely unbothered. He didn't seem aggressive. He didn't necessarily seem like he was in a pose, threatening, like I'm going to spray type of a pose. But it's still alarming to see that. So I went out the front door that day. I was like, oh my God, and it's out in the day. Are they supposed to be out in the day? I mean, it was early. I mean, I would be at work by 7 in the morning, so it was early. Well, the next day I go and it's by the front, or I see it out by the front. Long story short, it had taken up residence under my front steps. And I didn't know how many there were. Was it just one? They all look the same. It's not really easy to differentiate between one skunk and another. So I didn't know if, and I have a lot of landscaping, a lot of plants, a lot. So there's a lot of hiding places. And I didn't want to, exit and come face to face with this thing. So now I know that it's in the back. I know that it's in the front. I've seen it go under the steps, so I'm trapped. And I honestly thought it would just leave, but no, it didn't. And I would see it all the time. I made a lot of shorts of the skunk rooting around, but I'm pretty sure that it was attracted to the seed. that it was coming to eat, which made me really sad because I really loved putting out the bird seed, and I had so many birds. It was like flocks of these birds that would come. So I had to put an end to that. But now I had to get rid of the skunk. Hey Belle, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. I'm getting close, Belle. I'm in the home stretch here. Just this section. I know it's hard to see on camera, but I'm working on it. So I want to try to get this done and finished so I can move on to other projects. Anyways, so the skunk, I managed to spray some stuff that seemed to repel it, and once it vacated its little space it had created under my front stairs. Thank you so much. I filled that hole in, and anyways, I haven't seen it. So I maintain the spraying, or I haven't had to during the winter. They don't really seem to come around, but I will continue to probably spray weekly just to keep it at bay. But the other thing I did was I switched from, I usually would buy just the cheap, whatever bird seed that was usually a mix with corn and various seeds, and because some of that seed is like really expensive. You can spend like $30. Hey, Chumba Queen, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. I'm finishing up my diamond painting here. Almost done. So yeah, birdseed. You can spend a bunch of money on birdseed, and it's just gone in a heartbeat. So it's like I'm not going to spend all that money constantly on birdseed. That's stupid. So, well, the squirrels and all these animals would eat it, so it would go pretty quick too. But I ended up switching by Life with Ron's suggestion to safflower seed, and it was expensive. So I started with a small bag to see if it would work, because the theory was that it's supposed to be a bitter seed so that critters don't like it. It's going good, Chumba. I'm almost done. I only have a small section left here to diamond paint, and I'm gonna seal this diamond painting and count this one as complete. So I've had a good time. This is a fun bird diamond painting. I think I like the colorful ones the best. It makes it more fun. It's kind of a spring. It evokes a spring feeling. So the saffron seed was expensive, but it seems to be working, because I have seen a squirrel in there once, but only once, and I would fill the things up, and what used to last a day, and it would be completely depleted. Now, it'll be the one feeder is still full from the first time or not full, but still has seed in it from the first time, and the other one I've only filled up once in a week, and only like a cup or two. And I feel like it's probably the difference between, I love the colors. Yeah, thank you. I really do too. I love the blues, the yellow. It's just a sunny, bright diamond painting. So yeah, it's a good one. I'd highly recommend it. I saw at Hobby Lobby, my friend that was shopping showed there was only one left at her local Hobby Lobby in Oregon. So it might be finishing, they closing out on this one, and they bring in new stuff at the change of seasons. So that's nice to be able to check out what it's kind of like, what do they call seasonal fashion for clothing? It's like, oh, they have the fall stuff out, or they have the summer clothes. I guess they do that with diamond paintings too. Who knew? But the safflower seed, sorry. I think it's more like the difference between junk food and, healthy protein bar or something like that. They'll eat it, but it's not, they don't go crazy and just completely gorge themselves like it was, Oreos or some sort of chips, like if you want to relate it into terms like junk food. But so, despite the fact that it was more expensive, a lot less is used. But I don't see as many birds either. It's still early in the season, so that may change. We just got to keep those skunks at bay. So far, so good. Fingers crossed. Hey, KY Philly. Hello, hello. Sorry, I got my head down diamond painting, so I haven't. If I missed you, I do apologize. I'm in the home stretch here on this diamond painting. Just a small corner left, and then it's time to seal it up and put another diamond painting to rest. Oh, hey, is Life with Ron? Thank you, Ron. Hello, hello. And thank you so much for the gift memberships. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, I should do that as well. So, it's the first of the month. So, Ron taught me that. Let's see. And then we'll do it again because you get 10. So, who knows when I'll next go live. So, we'll just go wild here and just have members galore. Thank you, Ron, so much. That was very nice of you. Now, Ron, I hope that you get your issue worked out with your YouTube. I was wondering, is that a April Fool's joke? It might be. He's pretty tricky. I think he might be kidding with something he was telling me earlier. I hope so, anyways. I really hope so. That it's just a prank. Because he's a great YouTuber and he loves doing YouTube. So I want everything to be good with your channel and everyone's channel out there. So yeah, KY Philly is saying hello to everybody. Oh no, Ron, it's not. Scott, what are you going to use to seal this one? Oh, okay, sure. Let me grab that. So this is what I'm going to use. It's just from Amazon, and it's just this clear stuff. Top way. It's probably made in China, right? And there's just the little applicators that you smear it on. So I tend to do that with all of them because, well, I've never lost a diamond yet. Now, would I lose one if I don't do it? Maybe not. I don't know. But why tempt fate? We work too hard on these damn things. To have a diamond roll off, no one needs that. And okay, here's my dirty little diamond painting secret that probably distinguished diamond painters like Miss Southern Belle and KY Philly would be aghast at. But I don't save my excess diamonds when I am completed with a painting. I mean, once it's sealed, I'm like, where am I going to store those? I mean, you'd have to put them back into little tiny plastic bags, and then, you'd have these bags coming out the yin yang and not know what to do with them. So I was throwing them in the trash. Now I started, because laser dryer Granny told me that she does this. I just started dumping them into a jar. And I figure, and here's my thought, if the unthinkable were to happen, a diamond were to roll off, and I had a bald spot on my diamond painting, if I wanted to fill it, I would dig through that jar until I found one that was reasonably close, and I'd put it on. So, I'm going to keep one jar's worth on hand. And if I really lose one and it bothers me, then I would do that. But after that jar fills, I'll probably dump it and start over. So, hey, Jersey Love Steph. It's been a while. Oh, you're working today? Yes. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in and being here and keep listening. I appreciate it. Hey, Bear Hug. How are you? Was it you, Miss Southern Belle? Let's see. What did Bear Hug say? Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming in, guys. Yeah, so we're just finishing up this diamond painting. We're in the home stretch. Sorry if I missed anyone's comment earlier while I was looking down at my diamond painting. I'm having a hard time seeing that. When I had the lamp on, there was a glare, and I know I'm like over the top of this thing, and I do apologize for that. But, the top left corner is a tough one, because in order to do this, you kind of got to be all on top of the thing. And I do my diamond paintings from right corner, usually up, so that when I'm dragging my hand over this thing, there's a little bit of a stick, but not terrible. So I'm right-handed, so it works for me. And I kind of do it like, I'll kind of get a section in my mind, like, okay, I'm going to do this, 5x5 section, peel that part, I'll cut the plastic, peel that section up. I usually use a paper clip or something. I mean, I don't use fancy stuff here. Pin it up some which way and try to work on that section. Now, Miss Southern Belle, she uses the Miss Southern Belle method, where she just like rips that plastic and just goes rogue, placing diamonds anywhere. And that's great. I mean, hell, do what you want, do how it works for you, and what you like. So I guess I do it the way I do it because I enjoy seeing the progress. And despite the fact that I've got to switch out my bottles, here's my this diamond painting had 30 colors, so this kit worked perfectly. These are the ones from Five Below. So I just switch out the bottles as needed. Whatever I see in that section, if I do however many, say 27s, I can see in that defined space that I'm working on, and then I do the next color that I see the most of, pardon me, and take it from there. And it gives me a little mini goal to work through, and I have a sort of a little finish line in my mind, like, okay, I only have, I just got to do this part. And sometimes you don't even finish all that, and I just roll the plastic back down. I don't use any transfer papers or washi tape, or not that that's not a great thing. I'm sure it's wonderful, but frankly, I've never actually found it, or probably looked hard enough. And I'm like, well, this works for me. So Sometimes though, once you do try something new, you do end up loving it. So I probably would like it, but this is fine. And honestly, I've had some times where I've forgotten to put the plastic back on. Oh, and then it doesn't really do anything. I mean, if you're coming back to it the next day, I did do something that's surprising. So this is was the last piece of plastic that I had stuck on my diamond painting. So I was going to last night. I must have put it on the wrong side. I've never had this happen before. Well, it was so hard to get off. Usually it just peels right off, no problem. But there must be a difference from, at least on this diamond painting, from one side of the plastic to the other. And this thing was like super glued on there. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to rip the canvas trying to lift this thing off of here. And the only reason I knew what had happened was because the way that the plastic was, it sort of had a natural crease in it around the edge. So I could tell it was supposed to be the other way. So just a word to the diamond painters out there. I don't know, like, be aware of the orientation of your plastic sheeting, because it might make a difference. It might not. I mean, was I always just lucky enough to place it in the right side down and never had that problem, or was this just a unusual case? We'll never know, unless I do it again next time, which is highly likely. But yeah, that was a startling moment as I tried to free the cellophane from the stickiness that is the diamond painting. Yes, indeed. So let's see. I got to catch up on my chat. I'm sorry. We've got Bear Hogs saying hello to the audience. And KY Philly says, Scott, Miss Southern Belle asked, who taught you how to seal diamond paintings? Well, I think Belle. I think she probably did. If I had to name an influential diamond painter who inspired me the most, I would say it would probably be Miss Southern Belle. Yes, she really taught me so much. She's my diamond painting mentor. And she told me about, we used to cut up and I would kid her about her diamond painting, back when she was starting it. And I was just like, who would do this? Like, you sit there, how could you place all these diamonds? And everybody I tell this to, like friends and family members, I actually have not come across any friends or family members that aren't YouTube people, that have said, oh yes, I'd like to try that. Everyone is like, how do you do that? I could never do that. That looks like, don't you drive yourself crazy? And that was my exact thought, as well. Like, how could anybody sit there? So when Ron had sent me, I think Life with Ron had sent me my first diamond paint. Now, he's not a diamond painter. And as a matter of fact, he tried it and didn't like it. But he sent me, do I have one? One moment, please. I think I still have them here, because I've done a great many of them. Yeah. So he sent me this, and it was, here's some completed ones. These are bookmarks, and I've given a few of them as gifts. I don't know how many there were, 8 maybe total. So he had sent these to me, and these are really nice. They're like leather-backed bookmarks. And, even this was like overwhelming in the beginning. I'm just going to move that aside and show you. So, but I had done that one. I think I even gave a completed one to Ron. I did that one. And then here's how they come. So each one of these, I think I still have just the one, maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple, in a package. And so it's all self-contained with the bookmark, the diamonds just for that particular bookmark, the little tassel, the boat, the pen, the wax, everything you needed. So I had a few of these diamond painting, like different things up in my office at work. And a girl had started working and she was asking questions about it. So I had actually been like, oh, once I felt like fairly comfortable that she wasn't just being nice and she was genuinely interested, I was like, hey, would you like that one of these? And I gave her one and she loved it. So, I saved a couple that I haven't given away as gifts, but they made little nice gifts, if you just are ever looking for a small project to get started on, these are nice. And so bookmarks, and the other thing I did were coasters. This is my latest batch of coasters that Miss Southern Belle sent me. These are Diamond Art Club, and these are the Ethereal Ocean collection. Yes, fancy. And they're similar, but they're all different, kind of like a snowflake. No two are alike, right? So, I did the one that I did were superheroes, and Life with Ron gave me those, and I did them, and then I gave them back to him as a completed gift. So there you go. That's a little history of my diamond painting career. What does Philly say? There is a difference in the side of plastic that goes down on the painting. Some people put stickers on the cover sheet so they don't place it down on the wrong side. Oh. See, I knew KY Philly. She knows everything about diamond painting. She is like the OG of diamond painting. She is very good. If you don't know KY Philly Diamond Painting and More, you should. She's got an awesome channel. She loves to diamond paint, and she's got tons of them. And she's fast. She is fast. Belle says, thanks, Scott. It's so relaxing and fun. Oh, really pretty. Those turned out beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing them. And I like the small projects. As a matter of fact, between finishing my most recent diamond painting before this one, which was this diamond painting here, and that in the middle there is Life with Ron, for those who do not know. And I'm on the right wearing the Protein t-shirt. We're at the Planet Fitness, working out, building our muscles here, and having some snacks, evidently. This was just a silly picture I designed and thought it was funny. So why did I bring that up? I don't know. I had a thought. Oh, after I did that one, I was like, I need to break this up by doing a smaller project. So Miss Southern Belle had sent me the coasters before that. So I thought, what a better time than to do a smaller project, and each one of those coasters took me about an hour. Sherry would probably crank those out in 10 minutes flat because she is a speed diamond painter. They should have a section in the Guinness Book of World Records for speed diamond painting. And I think we need to enter some of these ladies, like, well, Miss Southern Belle, she's a speed demon. Lazy Retired Granny, she can really crank them out. Sherry, of course, she is probably be the winner. Star, or we could have like a ladder board, like who does it the fastest, and everyone. It's like a drag race for diamond painting. Yeah. See, some of my best ideas come to me while I'm diamond painting, so I might have to implement that. I'm being facetious, of course. It's not about the speed, right, ladies? It's about enjoying the diamond painting process. Nice gifts for friends. Exactly. Bear Hug says very creative, cute picture. Yeah, thanks. An hour is good for a coaster. I probably couldn't get them done any faster. Oh, yeah, right, Sherry. You'd be cranking that thing out. I'd just be starting mine, and Sherry would already be kicking back with a completed coaster and a hot coffee sitting on it. And I would just, damn, I just blinked my eyes and that thing is already done. And she'd be on to the next one. I like to kid. You know that. I'm kidding. Don't take me seriously. I'm a fool. It's April Fool's Day. Who has more fun than us, right? To all of those who just don't know the diamond painting humor, get with the program. But I would say start on a little project. I made the mistake of buying. Oh, this was kind of funny. So I thought, before I ever did it, I was like, oh, I saw that this was something, this was years ago already, like 5 years ago. I saw that people were talking a little bit about diamond painting, and I thought, oh, well, maybe my mother would like to do that because she enjoys putting together puzzles, but it's always frustrating because she's not that good at it, to be honest with you, but she tries and she wants to be good at it. It takes her forever. So I was like, oh, well, maybe she would like this because you don't really have to have. Oh, there's somebody at the door, but I think it's probably the mailman. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I'll get one for her. So it was way too big. Long story short. And the other thing I did was I had gotten my niece. She was very artistic. She loved, doing crafting and all that. She's actually going to school to be an artist now, but I'm still here, says Chamba, just making calls and working. Okay, not a problem. Thanks for still being here. Anyways, I had this beautiful picture of my niece and my nephew and their dog. They love the dog. So I had that made into a diamond painting. And when you have a custom diamond painting, they go to great lengths, the manufacturer does, to tell you, oh, well, the bigger the diamond painting, the more detail the image will contain. And it's, if you're doing a picture of a, people and face, then the bigger the better. I have to pull out my whatever this thing's called, magnifying glass, and cut on the light. I'm getting old. What can I tell you? Okay. Yeah. And I have the readers on, so this is really getting out of control here. Okay. I bought this jumbo diamond painting, and I gave it to my niece, and I think she just about gagged because she was like, oh, thank you. And I asked a couple times if she was done yet, and I kind of got this nervous look from, like as if to indicate, oh, hell, I never even started that damn thing. And again, she wasn't a diamond painter and probably never heard of it. So I think that was entirely overwhelming. And it was expensive too. So it was really a poor choice in gifts. But, well, I should ask her for that thing back. Oh, who knows? She probably threw it away. Because I could maybe do it now that I have a few, number of these under my belt. But even I wouldn't probably tackle one that size. You should have been a stand-up comedian. Thank you. Yeah, so, live and learn, right? Oh, and then my mom, I gave her one, and it was in the earlier years of them, and they weren't that good, I mean, it was a landscape scene, and I bought her like all the stuff, the kits and extra this and I don't know, and I think she tried it a little bit and was like, oh, I can't do this. So she has they have like a vacation house, and so when I go there, the thing is still around, and I'll sit down and do a little bit of it. But I look at it now and I'm like, what was I thinking? This thing is huge, even for me, and for a novice, why would I have given this? My intentions were good. I thought it was going to be the greatest thing. But here's the other thing. The picture is a generic, landscape. I'm not particularly drawn to it. And if I find that if I'm not particularly drawn to the subject matter, I'm not going to be compelled to work on it. And that's why people are like, oh, do you want me to send you this or that? No, probably not. Because, unless I love the picture, I'm going to have a difficult time mustering the desire to sit down and spend the next 15 hours of my life or whatever it ends up costing me to devote to a painting that I'm, sort of lukewarm on. So I wish I was that person that was just like, oh yeah, I can just crank out any one of these, and but like this one I was drawn to. I like birds. I like the colors. It said spring to me. I thought, well, hell, I'm gonna do this one. Oh, that will be beautiful. KY Philly. She has a 23.5 inch by what? By 35.5 inch. She just completed a 60 centimeter by 90 centimeter custom of her and her hubby. Ooh, I bet that's beautiful. Have you shown that one on your channel, or do you keep that one just sometimes everybody doesn't show every painting and stuff, especially if it's personal in nature. So you should have been I read that one. So yeah. Yeah, if I had a fun. Well, I made a couple for Miss Southern Belle. I had a lot of fun designing those. One of them is her as a Southern Belle, and one of them is her doing her absolute favorite hobby and pastime. Well, after diamond painting, that is, which is shopping. So there she is at a strip mall with all of her favorite stores, including Publix, Hobby Lobby, Chick-fil-A. She had her Marshalls, TJ Maxx Home Goods, Five Below. She's wearing a t-shirt that says I heart shopping. She's pushing her buggy, as she would call it. And she has a Chick-fil-A sandwich in the cart along with all the diamond paintings that she's bought. And she's got her shopping bags with the various places on it. And she has a package ready to be shipped out at USPS, ready to go, and she's got about 10 rolls of tape that she purchased ready to go as well. So it's just, it's just her in a diamond painting. And I had a lot of fun sending that to her, making that for her. So maybe one of these days she'll be able to do one of those. She's got her projects lined up she's like, well, next I'm going to do the kitties, and then I'm going to do this, and da-da-da. So she's she's booked up, for who knows how long. You know how these diamond painters do. They know they're booked until and now until Kingdom Come. I just ordered it. I haven't received it yet. Oh, okay. Yes. So that'll be really nice. It takes a while with the customs to get them. A couple, 2-3 weeks. You think it took. When I ordered the customs, I ordered 2 for myself. That workout one, and then the one of my channel that looks like this. So I did these first to sort of see how the company did, if I was going to be satisfied with them or not. And then once I did those, I was happy with the quality of them, and I figured, okay, I'm gonna make a few for Miss Southern Belle, because I really just thought she would enjoy them, and she has a sense of humor like me, so I knew she would like the shopping one. And the other one, she loves doing her Southern ladies. Or just beautiful, like Victorian era ladies and dresses and uh, beautiful gowns and things. She does a lot of those. So I thought, well, she should have one of herself. So I don't know if she ever has had one like that before, but that could be your channel. I don't know what you call it, but like I plan to put the Skakol Experience one up, and if I was like filming something, I try to like have it behind me. I don't know, it's like my little trademark or whatever. So yeah, my little caricature. I don't know what you call them, but yeah. So we're getting closer. I'm doing all the background here first, and then we will have just a few leaves. And I think these leaves are all primarily the same color. They call that, I'm going to get fancy and throw around a few diamond painting terms that I picked up. See, I listened to KY Philly. Hey, Adam Barda. What up, buddy? How are you? I'm diamond painting away here. Yes, indeed. It's birds, it's spring, it's colorful. These are all things I enjoy. So why not, and what the hell? I only have a bit left. We're going to finish this up and seal the diamond painting and be done. Put a period and move on, right? Yes. So, oh, I know what I was going to say. So, color blocking. Yes, that's the term. When you have a lot of color of the same number in one region of your diamond painting, that's my favorite, because you don't have to shift back and forth between a lot of different colors. I really don't enjoy the confetti. You like that? The confetti? Mm-hmm. That's what they call it when it has like let's say this leaf here, and it had 9 different colors within this one. You do like 2 of number 5s, 3 of number 7. It's like switching back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of a pain. Some people like it, and if that's you, God bless you. But it's not my favorite. I'm a simple diamond painter. I just like to spank these things together. See, then I feel fancy, like these professional diamond painters that like crank these out at an alarming rate. I'm just like, yeah, did you see that? I just finished this diamond painting in record time, even though it wasn't that hard. So I don't know. So yeah. So what? Sunday, I guess, is Easter for those of you who celebrate. What are you guys going to be doing if you celebrate Easter? Happy Passover to those that celebrate as well. Greek Easter is, or Orthodox Easter is not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. I have several friends that are Greek Orthodox, and they will be celebrating that. So once in a great while, they all happen at the same time, and that has happened before, where all three were on the same day. And I don't know how that works. And, it's like probably some ancient calendar, like somebody like designed a million years ago. I don't know. But, are you dyeing Easter eggs? Even though I don't really celebrate, I still like to. Well, hey, actually, I bought some Easter candy. Maybe we should pop that open. What other chance am I going to have to eat it, right? Well, I just eat it anyways, and you'd never know. But these are let's see what this can't wait till they say. I'll be cooking Easter dinner. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a lot of work, especially if you're feeding a crowd. These are the Starburst jelly beans. I was over at my parents' the other day, and they have this neighbor that comes over like every day and goes on a walk with their dog and brings the dog over, and they visit. I don't know. It's a little much. She's a nice lady. But I'm thinking, well, damn, she comes over like every day. And she stays. She doesn't just like come for 5 minutes and be like, hey, how's it going? There's a whole routine. My mother has to like keep dog treats. She has a whole cabinet. My father will feed the dog peanuts. He has to lay out 5 peanuts. The dog devours them. Then it barks at the cabinet wanting the treats. She has to do a trick. And then, then she gets another. I don't know. There's a whole routine. And she'll stay for like 45 minutes. It's nice. But yeah. When you have company, like your kids did at wedding, if I were her, I'd be like, they have company. Not today. But not her. That's okay. I have the Starburst jelly beans, and the reason I say all that is because this lady, my mother said, do you want some jelly beans? And she said, I only eat Starburst red jelly beans. So she was like, oh, okay, well, these are the Brocks or whatever. So I was at the store, and I saw they have Starburst jelly beans, and these ones are called Fave Reds. So they're just red flavors. And they are pretty darn good, I will say. So, she might have known something. But I don't think I'd have said, I only eat Starburst Fave Reds if someone offered me a jelly bean. People are odd. What can I tell you? Hello, Mina Lalita. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to sound out your name here like a fool, and I probably still said it wrong. So I do apologize. Hello. Welcome in. We're diamond painting like the Dickens over here. Mm-hmm. We're getting close to the background. Oh, I should show you the rest of the candies as well that I got. Because, I didn't just get one. Let's be honest. Let me slide on over here. All right. Okay, well, I kind of did go overboard now that I'm looking at it. And I don't even celebrate. So I got the 6-pack of the Reese's peanut butter eggs. How you doing? Yes, honey, these look amazing. Look at that egg. Who don't like a Reese's peanut butter cup, and especially when it's a big egg? Yeah. So set that one aside. Then, okay, well, I just feel like anybody who's celebrating Easter would want like a solid Easter bunny. So I got this one, and I don't even think this is a oh, this is like a chicken, right? So this is the Easter buddies, yummy chocolate candies. Look at the blue eyes. Isn't that thing adorable? It's and look at they have one that's in white chocolate too. So shout out to Miss Southern Belle. She goes crazy for her white chocolate. I don't know if it'll be any good or not, but it's freaking cute. And how bad could it be, really? Let's be honest. All right. Now, okay, this is good. So I always like the Peeps. Love Crazy Birds. Yeah, you do. So these are the Peeps, and these are Pop-Tart frosted strawberry flavor. Marshmallow Peeps. I mean, it's a new flavor. It's almost mandatory that you have to try them. Right? So we've got those. And remember, I just got I was just going to get one thing. We also picked up the Peeps Marshmallow Rice Krispie Treats flavor from Kellogg. Yes. How bad could they be again? I mean, and then we got just the purple, 10 chicks. They're gluten-free and fat-free. So, they're healthy, right? So that's my Easter indulgence. But, I haven't eaten any of it other than some of the Starburst, jelly, bean, red, favorites. So, just because I bought them doesn't have to mean that I went buck wild, but I will later. Yeah, so there was a lot to choose from, and that was after I pared down. So I could tell you that this is like for neighbors, friends, and loved ones, but I'll be honest, they're all for me. So, but I'm going to pace myself. They could be good. Has anyone tried them? Have you tried any of those new flavors of the Peeps? Do you even like Peeps? A lot of people don't. And to those people, I say, what's wrong with you? Why would you not like Peeps? I don't like black jelly beans, though. My mother had a whole jar of just black ones and then another one of regular. And I think she did that because she knows she's the only one that likes the black ones, and nobody's going to touch those. So, I don't know. I just never liked that anise flavor. When I would go to I was talking about the Greek Orthodox and stuff, they would offer you a shot of ouzo when you go over to their house sometimes. And ouzo is a liqueur, and it's anise flavor, which is black licorice flavor. And it's the most god-awful stuff. But you feel like the first time I had it, they're like, would you like a shot of ouzo? And I was like, oh, sure. Did you say a shot? Yeah, let's do it, and then it was like, ugh. But of course, I had to maintain this look of like, that was delicious. Would you like another one? No, like that was just very strong and like really nasty and. Ugh. It's one of those flavors. Like people either like black licorice or they don't. There's no in between. Like I've never seen somebody like, yeah, I like it a little bit. Like, maybe there's those people, but I've never encountered them. People either have. It's a very polarizing candy. You either like it or hate it, in my experience. So I don't particularly enjoy. Oh, I hate it, frankly. So yeah, but that's just me. Do you like it? Are you a black licorice lover? Even like the Twizzlers or whatever, they make those where they have packages of all the black ones. I would definitely be passing on those. So, yes. Okay, the background is mostly done. All the color blocking, anyways. So, what time is it? It's 1:09 here. I think I started at 12 o'clock. So, yeah, we've been on for about an hour. So, okay, we got to hurry. I don't want to do this all day. I have somewhere to be. All right, we're going to speed diamond paint. At least my version of, which isn't really that fast, but. All right. So what else? It's spring. We had 80-degree weather in Chicago 2 days ago. And then it got cold. We've had hail 3 times in the last 3 weeks. Had the windows open that one day, then the heat on yesterday, and it's that back and forth, make you sick as a dog kind of weather that, everyone loves. But I've gotten to get out. I guess I had like a little bit of spring fever. I was like, it's been a long, cold winter. So when the weather started getting nice, I was able to. Black licorice. Yeah, black licorice was right. It's nasty. I was able to get out and start doing a little yard cleanup, which my yard was pretty clean, I thought. It's like, there's a few leaves, you got to kind of pick up some sticks. And I did that, and that one thing will lead into the next. Like, okay, let me like redefine all the planting beds, so that they have sharp, crisp edges. Oh, I think I put the wrong color there. Screw it. Did all that. Raked up any leaves that have blown into the bushes and the landscaping. Because I figured, I had some time, and I was like, rather than spending like thousands of dollars on a spring cleanup, because these landscapers are out of control with what they're charging, I was like, I've got some time, I'll just do it. Well, then I don't have many trees. I mean, I have bushes, but there's one tree in the back corner, and it had a lot of limbs. So I started trimming them. Well, trimming them is easy because, they trim, they fall. But here, everything has to be bagged up and cut. And in order to get these branches into these stupid, like giant paper bags, everything has to be cut up into itty bitty little pieces. So you spend the next hours and hours chopping everything into teeny pieces and putting them into these bags. And yeah, I ended up with 11 bags full of twigs that came from the branches that were cut down. So that was a bigger job than I expected. But feel great now that it's done. I put down my weed preventative in my planting beds so that hopefully we don't have a lot of weeds come up. And I'm just trying to knock out as many of these projects as I can, because I think I will be getting busy in the near future and there just won't be a lot of time for that. So that's what we're doing. Get it done while you can, while you have the time, I guess. All right, let's do a leave. And this is all number 5, which is this pretty green color. It's fun to switch to a different color, especially when they're vibrant colors. It's oh, let's see what that's going to be. Let's see how fast we can do this leave. Talking and diamond painting slows you down. True diamond painting aficionados just put their head down and just barrel through it. Not really. Yeah, so happy Easter to those who celebrate. I kind of want to paint some eggs just for fun, I'll make egg salad or something with it. And they had those kits at the store, so I bought one. I think it only had 5 colors, so I'll probably just do 5 eggs just for fun, and then I can make some egg salad. I don't know. It seems a little silly, I suppose, but that way I feel like I'm a part of the holiday. I might not do it. I don't know. Mix the colors to make different colors. Oh yeah. Is that the new trend? To customize your diamond painting? I know Miss Southern Belle has done that recently. She is a big advocate in this for cerebral palsy and the, I guess, awareness, cerebral palsy awareness, and so I believe this last month was Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, and she's been coloring in a coloring book, which the proceeds of which, some of that went to a charitable organization to, I'm not sure, probably get money for research and maybe cure cerebral palsy. I'm not sure, but green is the color, so some people will put green ribbons. And Miss Southern Belle added a green ribbon to a diamond painting recently as part of the Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month efforts. So that was very nice. I haven't left myself any space here to, diamond paint a ribbon. But it was a cute idea that she did. So, and she told me what the next month's was, April, but I'm drawing a blank on what it was. So there's so many charities and causes for those looking to do charitable things. I'm involved with SOL, SOL, Sharing Our Love, and that is Life with Ron's charity that helps. He lives in Ohio, so the charity is based in Ohio, and it helps the less fortunate children of Southern Ohio with primarily, we've done a lot of different things, but primarily with back to school supplies. There's a community called Waverly, Ohio, that has some very needy families, and it's an area that's close to their hearts. Ron and his husband, Chevy. So they choose to support that community with efforts to raise money for school supplies. We've done book drives. We've done sort of like sponsoring a family for the holidays, purchasing gifts for a needy family or several, depending upon the size of the family. Over the years, we've done different ones. So it's a small organization trying to make a difference directly in the lives of some vulnerable children's lives. And I'm very proud to say that we've done some good to assist in that. So the charity is called SOL, Sharing Our Love, and the website is solsharingourlove.org. So it's a great charitable cause, and we collect donations all the time. And there's an easy way to donate a few dollars, a few whatever, or even send school supplies and things. And it outlines that on the website as well. So it's a little shout out about that. So one leaf done. I don't know how many minutes that was, but yeah. This month is Autism Awareness Month. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. There's a lot of people with autism affects a great many families, and I know of several people who have been touched by that disability, either with their children or grandchildren. And then, of course, there's all different levels of autism. It sort of exists on a continuum. Not, it's not a one size fits all. There are some extremely high functioning individuals that you may never even know have autism. And then there are profoundly autistic individuals, incapable of communicating verbally, and everything in between. So it's a very, very difficult condition for those who are affected by it. So we want to spread awareness there as well. We don't know what causes the autism. There's some theories, but so far nobody has come with a definitive answer. So we won't speculate. But, and it might have been something that was always in existence and we just didn't identify it as such. Some people were, sometimes, like I said, if it's not a very severe case, the person just may be a little different, and they didn't necessarily always have a name for it. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But now we call it autism, and there's things that can be done to assist and improve the lives of autistic. I have a nephew that has autism as well. Okay, and your granddaughter has autistic. Okay, very, very good to know that. And it's, as you see, it affects so many people and families, and it affects in different ways. Sometimes it's nearly undetectable, and other times it's profound. So, yeah, but it seems like everybody knows someone, everybody has a loved one, or, we're very, usually not very far removed from it. So it's a really good cause to honor this month, since it has become fairly prevalent. So we're getting close, guys. We've got half a leaf left on this one, and one full leaf, and we'll be done. Don't you just love placing the final drill? It's like satisfaction. It's like those TikTok or YouTube video where it's like, this is so satisfying. Well, that part is, anyways. I think about what I like about diamond painting, and I guess everybody likes something, other people look at it differently, but I enjoy the satisfaction of the completion of the project. That's what brings me the most joy. It's not necessarily the process of it. I mean, because I do feel like, okay, I have my goal is to finish this, and that's why some people will work on multiple projects at a time. That's very common. Most, I would say, many people do that. I've never done it that way, because when I start a project, my main objective is to complete that project. So anything that would take away from that result of finishing that project that I began, is impeding my progress. So it's not necessarily about the speed of it, but that's probably why I diamond paint the way that I do. I do it in sections so that I can have a little bit of that satisfaction of seeing, okay, I finished that section. Other people, maybe they just really like the process, or I don't know, but for me, that's where I get my motivation, is seeing the end results of it's satisfying. I guess there's no other real word for it. So, all right, that one is done except for one. And why would they do that? They have all these ones of the same color, and then one number 11 that you have to get dug out of a bottle here. And I don't know. So, and that's why I don't particularly enjoy really large canvases, because they take so long to do. Like, I want one that's not, so large, but since I derive satisfaction from having it completed, if it would take me months on end to complete it, that would be more frustrating, I think, than enjoyable. So, but some people probably like the thrill of doing the largest diamond paintings that they can, maybe. That's what motivates them. So, let's see. Try to like judge how many I'm gonna need when I look at this, like, so I don't have to dump too many back in the bottle. But you start to develop your little tools that you like to use. And this is my favorite pen for this kind of a canvas. And this little tray, I like the spout. I like that it's oversized. I like that you can dump it back into the bottle easily. But everybody has their favorite tools. All right, we're on the last leaf. We're on the home stretch. Okay. People with anxiety and ADHD do them to help calm their minds. Yeah, I could see that. You can definitely get lost in, it's amazing how much time can pass, doing these. I generally do this late at, like, in the evenings. And then if you're not careful, it can be like 3 a.m. and you realize you haven't stood up in the last 3 hours. And then you try to get up and you're like, oh my gosh. So, yeah. You have an office chair that I sit on, and then that sometimes isn't enough. So then I bought this butt pillow, which I usually start with the office chair, and then when that begins to get uncomfortable, I'll add the layer. I'll sink my chair down and add the pillow for a little extra cushioning. And when that starts to hurt, it's time to go to bed. Because we're just getting ridiculous if we're going any further with it. Okay. Am I going to be on my last color here now? I think so. Although there were two little individual colors somewhere I saw. We'll have to do those. So. All right. Now we're really getting to the end. This is, and it always takes longer than you thought. Like, what time is it? It's 1:30. So I started at 12. So it's already an hour and a half, and it looked like it would take about an hour. So whatever you estimate, like, double it. How many hours have you spent diamond painting in a single go? Have you ever like done 8 hours or anything like that all at once? I don't think. I want to say maybe 5 hours. With only maybe getting up to go to the bathroom a couple times. I think that was the most. But honestly, my neck is what usually makes me know it's time to quit, because you are generally kind of hunched over these things. And the chair that I used to use sat too high, and I couldn't lower it anymore. So I just have so much neck strain from that. So I switched them out, and this one goes really low so you can get closer to the page. I don't know, it helps me anyways, but everybody has a different technique and strategy. I wonder how some people have it where it's like tilted towards them. Never tried that. Hi, Diamond. Diamond painting all day. Just have to get up and take breaks every now and then. Eat, go to the bathroom, and throw a load of laundry in, whatever. Yes, yeah. Wow, you are dedicated. And Belle says 6 hours. That's a good run. Yeah, I think 5 was my maximum, and that was pushing it for me. But I don't have any. I did buy a light up, I don't know, board for the can. They wouldn't work on this because this is like a thick canvas that's already mounted to this, I don't know, like ready to hang kind of a thing. But the canvases, that made the biggest difference to me was when I got the lighted board, so it lights it up from behind, and I could suddenly see so much better, because that was half the battle. And when you're fighting to see what these numbers are, and you can't, I mean, at one point I was sitting there with like a magnifying glass in one hand, diamond painting with the other, because you either had the glare from the lamp that was causing you to not be able to see. It was just like, okay, this isn't really fun anymore. Okay, yay. Almost done. I have 2 more drills to lay, and then 3 drills. So let's see. One of them is the 23, and I think these both are 6s. Let's get a close look here, because yeah. All right. 2 more drills. The last 2 drills, people. And they're blue. 1, 2, whoops, that's 3. All right. Drum roll, please. There we go. We finished. Ah, look at that beauty. You have a drafting table. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, my diamond painting is completed. Let's get a good picture here. That's the reverse, so we got to straighten it out a little bit. Let's see. There we go. That's it. The birds. I'm going to look to see if there's any missing diamonds, but I think we got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this one's dedicated to the cockatiel named Sparky, my friend Mr. K recently lost his beloved family pet. It was his sister's, but they all kind of shared this beautiful pet, Sparky. And I'm assuming Sparky was a boy, but I'm not totally sure. But he passed away the other night, suddenly and unexpectedly. So I'm so sorry to hear of your loss of your beloved pet. I know how difficult that is. So I'm thinking of you as I complete this diamond painting. Was there one here that looked like Sparky if you watch this in the replay? What color was Sparky? I'm just going to straighten out any that I see that need a little bit of straightening. I've tried to do that as I go, but I think I'm going to seal it and then be done with it. Sometimes, see if there's any loose ones. There's been a few that I've dropped and they kind of fell into the sticky part that are upside down here. There we go. So, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it's so hard to lose a pet, and that's a really tough thing. I never, had really thought of birds before as, close family pets until I visited with Life with Ron and got to know him, and he has his beloved pet Chi-Chi, the green cheek conure. And I thought, a bird you put in a cage, it's sort of just there, but they can really have some incredible personalities and just be a huge joy to everyone. I mean, Chi Chi has been shared with us all here on YouTube, and we all, love her. So, yeah, they definitely have a important part in our lives for, all of those pet owners. So yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family during this difficult time of losing their beautiful pet, and to all of those who are mourning the loss of a pet or loved one. We send you our thoughts as well. All right, I'm giving it a final look, and I think it looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Adjusting any diamonds that appear to need a little zhuzhing. And we're gonna smear the goop. We're going to seal the diamond painting. That's right. And that way, these diamonds should remain in place for eternity. And it'll also take any of the stickiness, that's a word, stickiness, maybe, and sort of make it not sticky. So the edges generally have a little bit sticky to them. Just aligning any that I see that need a slight adjustment. And let's see. You don't want to need to go overboard with that, but well, here's one that's loose. I think it was one that I dropped. Oh, and I see another one. See, that's a good reason to go over them all. Just to identify any, because sometimes, you know, you have a diamond, a drill on your pen, and it falls off while you're transferring it to its spot. And should we call that good? Belle says that's sweet. Poor Sparky, sorry to hear about your loss, Mr. K. Yeah, so we hope he's doing well as can be expected. So okay, here's my stuff, and this comes with a pen, but I actually have one from my last bottle. It was a different brand, but it works just as good, and it's all right. I don't know. It's already got some stuff on it. So, do you have a technique when you seal them? Do you seal them? I just go for it. So maybe it's wrong, maybe it's not. I don't know. But let's see. Try to straighten this. I'm just going to start. Here we go. I try to start in one corner. I go heavy with the sealant. Take it down to the corner. Are you heavy-handed with your sealant like I am? I make light of diamond painting because I just like to. Because, you know, when you think about it, it is a kind of silly thing to be doing. But it's fun. I don't know. I mean, you know, on the surface, people out there would be like, you sit there and you stick all these little beads onto a canvas? Like, what are you doing? But I get it. I thought that too at one time. And then you start doing a couple of them, and before you know it, you've got however many down, and you're like a little bit obsessed with it. So nope, I'm not as heavy-handed as you. Yeah, I'm like, you know, diamond painting sealant is cheap. I'll splurge. I like to flood the stones, you know, get in between each nook and cranny. That's my methodology. See, you have light-handed diamond painters who just kiss the diamond painting with the sealant. And then you have us bold diamond painters who just go all out. See, I'm a one and done, you know? It's like, I don't want to repeat this. We're going to put one thick coat. And that way I don't have to save the diamonds. I'll just, because because these suckers ain't going anywhere. How about you, Belle? I feel like Belle would be, there's no wrong way. Okay, but you do. Yes. I feel like Belle would be a heavy applicant of the sealant. You know, sometimes you just get that sense of different diamond painters. You can look at them and say, yeah, I bet you they would be heavy-handed with the sealant. What about those diamond painters who choose not to seal? I'll see. I don't know. What do we think of them? Yeah, I know the right answers. There's no right or wrong way, but do we secretly judge them for not sealing? Just be like, oh my God, did you see Nana Hart's diamonds didn't seal hers? I'm kidding. I hope there's nobody called Nana Hart's diamonds. Then I could be starting drama and not even know I am. I don't want to do that. If you don't seal, you can get dust in between sticky, and it'll eventually show the dirt. Oh, okay. See? Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that explanation. We are preserving these for the future, for generations to come before us, or after us, rather. Like someday these could be in the museum. You know, like that one with the old couple that with the pitchfork and everything? And they're like standing in front of their farm. I feel like this one day could be that picture. And people will be like, oh, it's priceless. Who was the artist? I'm kidding. This will go in a closet after I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. Do you gift your diamond paintings? I never have. I grow attached to them. Belle's gifted me. She gifted me the Mona Lisa. I have it up. It's one of my favorites because, and I've told her this, because she did it. And we talk about the language of love, and, you know, people have different love languages. And Belle's love language is gift giving. I believe it is, because she loves to give gifts, and she does it so openly and warmly to so many people, and it's so kind. Some people love to receive gifts. And there's a lot of different languages of love, they call them, and I don't remember them all offhand, especially round drills and special drill pieces, I think. I used glue on my bunny. Okay. I'm really heavy-handed here. Probably people are out there like cringing, like, oh my God, he's using like half a bottle. Yeah, I kind of am. Anyways, Alexa, order more diamond painting glue. I'm just kidding, honey.
Found some great options from your order history.
No, just stop.
The top result is a mountain.
See, that's what I get for being a goofball. No. Stop. That's what I get for being silly. Mr. Limbaugh gives and gives and gives. Yes, she does. She's a wonderful giving person. But I think like one of the things that my love language or whatever is like when someone does something for you, like lightens the load on your life in some way, because time was always my most limited resource. It's not right at the moment, I'm in a little bit of a different phase in my life recently, but that's temporary. And um, when it goes back to the normal craziness, I'll be back to really. So, anyways, any kind of thing that somebody can do for me that like takes something off my plate, that I don't have to do, that's always like so incredibly welcomed and appreciated. And but it's interesting. I don't know who developed that theory of love languages, but I find a lot of truth in it. That there's different things that say I love you. Whether it's gift giving, gift receiving. That some people love to receive gifts. Some people prefer, if you do something for them that lightens their workload. Um, and there's several others, which I wish I could remember, but I guess they weren't relevant to me, so I forgot them. All right, we're going to call that good. Because my goodness, I used about a third of a bottle. I had actually done another one with this as well. So, and there you have it, folks. Sealed to perfection. Smear it around. Voila. And now it just needs to dry. Alrighty. What do you think? Done. Now you got Alexa going. Yeah. I did. Well, guys, that was almost exactly 2 hours. Let's see. Well, an hour and 52 minutes. So if you made it this far, I truly thank you. I wasn't expecting anyone to, so I really appreciate it. And like I said, this was just my little time to finish up my project, because I'll probably be on a little bit of a diamond painting break for the next week or so while I do some household painting projects. Not artistic painting, just painting a living room and a family room, that kind of painting. So that's what I'll be up to. So we're done. We're done. Yay. Thank you, guys. I love you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's not too late. If you have, welcome to the family. I love you for watching. Bye, guys.